Hey everyone, it's Keli Laverty with Be Rooted Wellness, and I'm coming on here for another Movement Monday. Today's theme, I want to just take us back to the beginning, to where do I start? As a board-certified dance movement therapist and women's mental health specialist, I get that question all the time. So how do I start? What do I do? We're used to spending so much time in our mind, in our thoughts, trying to think it all through, trying to gather all the info, right? And if you've been following along, if you tune in every Monday, recently we've been really working with how movement comes first. Movement comes before our motivation. It's that energy that can create the momentum to get us going. We don't need to gather all this info to get going, right? Movement also helps us regulate. It helps us connect. It helps us feel and embody. Movement also then helps us go out in the world and relate and express and explore the world, okay? So these are all steps in an embodiment process, especially the one I do here at Be Rooted with my clients, is to help us come and arrive first, connect into our body, start to use movement to really get a sense of ourselves and our patterns, and then start to explore and start to take risk and start to integrate and assess and just all the things. So all of that to say, today we're rewinding all the way just to the start. Where do I start? And you probably can guess what I might say if you've been following me along for a while. We start at our body. So that means I don't want you to think about a plan. I don't want you to already know what you're doing. I want you to really clear the space, clear your mind so that you can come into your body right now. And start there. Ask your body what it needs, how it wants to move. Ask your body where you're starting from, right? Because we can think we're somewhere, and that's all about what our mind is telling us. It's the judgment, the expectations, the already expectations from our childhood, from our life, from our to-do list, right? And we ignore the information that our body has. We forget if we're too far ahead in the future or stuck in our past. We're not even aware of what our body is feeling right now. So in order to start, we need to come to the body in this moment. And if you notice, I'm just doing a little bit of movement. I want you to pay attention to what your body is doing. Are you standing? Are you sitting? Where are you watching us from? Allow yourself to shift your attention to yourself. Maybe close your eyes, that means, or just kind of take your hands to your body somewhere and pay attention. Notice where your feet might be. Are they connected to the floor? If you're sitting, feel the back of your body supported, or whatever parts of your body are touching, whether it's the floor or a chair or wherever you're at. You might be deciding to sit on the floor or lie back and enjoy being on the ground. Taking a breath, notice your breath. Maybe take your hands somewhere to your body to help bring your attention to the physical body, not to what you're thinking about or judging it, but to sensing it from within. And that's where movement can help you. Because if it's hard for you to really sense your body, you just start with a little bit of movement. You might already be doing it, so you just notice what you're doing, but you can start by just moving your fingers, moving your hands, and noticing, okay, that's how my body feels as I start moving. Often one movement leads to another, and that your body is going to get feedback on, as I'm doing this, I'm noticing tightness up my tendons and how that feels. So I'm going to move my hand differently to start to stretch, and then that allows me to say, oh, I want the awareness to come up my whole arm, and I'm going to stretch out. And then I start to have more awareness of my shoulders and how they are tense right now or tight, and how it feels good to move them. And moving my shoulders is taking me into my torso and how that feels. So one movement leads to another, and it really is about where do you start. Again, not in our mind, not with a plan. Start with one movement, one body part, one sensation. So say it's your feet. Begin where your feet are, right? Just be there. Let yourself tune into the weight of your body, shoulders, over hips, over knees, over ankles, and just maybe you just stay with that awareness. You stay still for a moment. Letting your breath guide you, letting yourself just scan and notice what it feels like to stand or sit. And you're gonna get feedback, you're gonna get some information. It might be in a form of a thought like, oh, I feel this, or I notice this. And then you might, if you're in that pattern of thinking, of noticing, I notice my head feels heavy. Okay, well, allow your body to respond. My mind is noticing my head feels heavy. Well, then my body might want to just let it move, let it hang. Allow your mind, if it is observing, if it's pointing something out, naming your experience, take away the judgment. Don't say that's good or bad, just let it be, and then let the body explore what you're noticing. I'm not trying to have your mind just blank right now. Your mind is attuning to the body and taking attention there, rather than ignoring it, rather than just doing what it wants or thinks it should do and not having a sense of your body. So your mind is noticing and listening to the body, and you're gonna let the body make the choice for your next movement. And as you do that, I'm curious what your breath is doing. I'm curious as your body starts moving, how it feels, how it changes your breath. For me, I'm exhaling more as I get more comfortable in my body, and it just starts to become more intuitive. My movement is not planned, it's just happening. And I'm letting myself really notice my breath and let myself just be. No plan, no expectation. This is where I'm starting. And this practice of just being is so necessary. It's so uncommon. We don't do it. We always think we need a next step and a next step. I want you just to stay with this first step, this place of starting, noticing where you're beginning, where you are, before you try to move out of it, okay? So if you're also in a place of just kind of starting to get to know your body, starting to get to know your senses and what it feels like to move, give yourself 5 minutes, 10 minutes to just breathe and relax into that. For a lot of my clients, it's not very relaxing. It's scary. Their mind is spinning. They're not sure what to do, so they need a lot of reassurance and safety checks, and that's okay. One of my clients was talking about just how, why is it that what's comfortable for her is really actually uncomfortable in the body, but it's what she knows. So as we start finding movements that might appear like they'd be comfortable, they're not necessarily gonna feel good to you because they'll be new, they'll be different. Let yourself breathe, let that be okay. And reach out to me if you have questions, if you are experiencing this, if it's hard for you to connect in and just be, get out of your mind, if you don't know what to do, if this explanation of where to start seems simple, but it really is hard, you might need support. You might need that reassurance, that reflection, that partner helping you co-regulate. And that's what I do in my one-on-one dance movement therapy sessions. So reach out and we can talk about if it'd be a good fit to work together. And also I have a virtual course that is more self-paced. It's more recordings and audios that lead you through movement practices every day so that you can do some self-reflection with journal prompts and just a more structured program. And that is also available, as well as if you are in person or virtual, we have a weekly live movement class that you can tune into where I guide the group in just moving and being and practicing this for an hour each week. And I'd love to have you join us in that. So reach out, follow the links, like and subscribe. Every Monday I come on with more movement prompts, and I'd love to have you with us. Talk to you later.